Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Konya petrol station, the benzene filling place. We've just topped up and now we are going to go and join the Limassol to Paphos highway, and we're going to head in the direction of Paphos, work our way through downtown Anavargos and work our way up towards Masoi, and then out through Tremathusa into Tala, and we're going to Kamaris to see a man with an old Rover. Yeah, he used to work for Rover many years ago, and when he left Rover in about 1960 or somewhere around there and went on his adventures and set up his own business and did very well indeed, by the way, but he always had a Rover, and whenever he bought a nice car like a Jaguar, whatever that, he always had a Rover in his collection, and he's got a Rover 75, and unfortunately he's clipped the rear bumper, so we're going to go and see him and hopefully have a rummage around in his wallet. Anyway, back to it. Look at the sky. It's looking blue, isn't it? The roadsides are blue as well, aren't they? This car's blue, the sea is blue, Mr. Paul's dressed head to toe in blue. That must mean one thing: all that is missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting. We really are waiting, especially for you. And there's a few guys coming to Paphos over the next week or so. Lady Xenia, our Sir Kev, they're in town. Of course, Sir Daniel, he's in town, and of course he's got with him the girl who's always right. That's his and our girl, Lady Sherry Wright. And of course, coming soon, there's a guy known as the Surf Boy Kid, and if he's coming, that means he's bringing his PM, and that's our Lady Paula Marie. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing you when you get on that big bird and jet into downtown Paphos. And if anyone else is coming to town, drop in the comments, because we'd love to see you. And if you are looking for us, more often than not, you'll find us strutting up and down the Quai de Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. And after that, we then go and relax and chill out a little bit at the King's Restaurant. That's the first restaurant as you enter the main harbour, and you'll find us sitting on the rear of house, shall we say, on the building side. And if you see us, come over and say a big hello. Why not pull up a chair, sit down, let's chew the fat, get yourself a drink. And a big thank you to some guys from downtown in Amsterdam who are currently sitting in Paphos. Big shout out to Sir Ronald and of course his girl Lainey Enid, and we look forward to seeing you if you come and join us again, hopefully after you've been gallivanting up and down the island in your manual hire car. Oh my goodness. Talking about hire cars, by the way, if you are wanting to rent a car, get in contact with us via our email on our About page. And we've got some very good deals, by the way, but most importantly, you're not going to get any blockages or any charges on your credit card with no excess. So you're not going to worry about that 600, that 800, that 1,000 euros. You just pay us that daily rate for the amount of days that you want it. We'll drop it off to you, and of course we'll come and get it from you when you're finished. If you do clip it, let's say you clip a corner of a bumper, we understand you'll all be very honest, and we'll only charge you about 150 euros, something like that. So you can rest assured that you're not going to have a massive infringement on your credit card. So here we are. This is Midtown Anavargos, and that is the shooting fountain of Anavargos, and we're going to circumnavigate it and go round to the right, and we're going to work our way up towards Masoi. And at Masoi, we're going to head out onto the Polish Road a little bit, and then we're going to take a left into Tremathusa, and then head up towards Tala, and eventually up to Kamaris village to see this gentleman with the Rover. And talking about Kamaris village, I've got a friend who lives up there, and I haven't seen him for a long time. So come on, Sir Phil, get those walking shoes on and get yourself down to the Atlas coffee shop, and let's sup on an iced latte in your case and a hot latte in my case. Now, if you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take you on my travels, my little adventures in and around Paphos. That's the main post office, by the way, of Paphos. So if you've got something being delivered to you, that's where you would go. Anyway, like I was saying, if you like the channel a little bit, perhaps you might want to consider to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. You can either find the link on our About page or Google these magic words, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me. Up will come our landing page. You can choose to read a little bit more about us, read a comment or two, and fingers crossed, you might consider to join us as a Superstar member, starting off at only €10 a month, or perhaps gift us that virtual coffee or two as a thank you, as a gesture of goodwill, and of course to keep us motivated to keep on making these videos, especially for you. Now I'm going to open up this little box as I'm driving, if I can work it out, and these are Villiger Export, classic export cigars, and a pack of these was bought the other day by Sir Daniel. He's now got the addiction, well, when he's on holiday, isn't it? And he gave me one of them. I thought they were absolutely lovely, just the right size, not too big but not too thin, got a good circumference on them, and you can puff away on them as a daily smoker. So I'm unwrapping it now, and then I'll get it lit up, and then we'll continue with our little chatty chat as we work our way up towards Masoi. That's the paper wrapping that I'm scrunching up. We'll just drop that down there. Let's get it lit up. And this is the International School of Paphos, by the way, coming up on the right-hand side. And it's a beautiful day, isn't it? Let's get the cigar lit. There we go. Feels so much better. So, this is one of the worst roads in Paphos, by the way. There's inulations from hell. I mean, if you were driving a Tesla, perhaps if your name was Lord Marcus, it probably, I mean, it may not catch on fire, don't get me wrong, but I got a feeling it might fall to pieces because they're not known for their build quality, are they? But hopefully, Lord of the Marcus, Lord of the Tesla, and of course his girl, Lady Jodie, will come and hunt us down in the Paphos Harbour and join us for a drink or two at the King's Restaurant, and we can discuss all these things about Teslas. And you never know. You might go and hire one, but not off me. Here we are. Great coffee shop coming up, by the way. Got a drive-through as well. This is called Cafe Me, and I often go there because their internet's quite good as well. So we're able to upload videos from there and that kind of thing. But the best coffee shop is further up the road, and it's called the Atlas Coffee Shop, where, of course, hopefully, my mate Sir Phil. Sir Phil? Who's Phil? No, Phil. Sir Phil will come and join me one of these days. Drop it into those comments, because we haven't had a chat for a while. And you never know, there might be some news for you coming on the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. Trimark Motors, good second-hand car dealer. They also dibble and dabble in selling some strange brands like Peugeots and Citroens, but not much call for them. Well, not in Cyprus anyway. So they sell an awful lot of second-hand Japanese cars, and that's where I often get a car or two from to take to some of my customers. So here we are at the top of the Masoi Road, and this little roundabout now informs us that we are in Masoi, or thereabouts. Anyway, it's just up here, and the Atlas Coffee Shop will be coming up on the left-hand side. So if you happen to be in there and you happen to see an idiot in a blue hat with a pair of sunglasses, dressed head to toe in blue, obviously, with a cigar hanging out of his mouth, it's probably Mr. Paul. Come over and say a big hello. I promise not to bite. Well, not today anyway. Arr. So we are going to go there a little bit further. Like I say, if you keep going on this road all the way, by the way, 4 kilometres you get to Tasada. So thinking of Tasada, big shout out to some guys in downtown south of France. If your name is Lord Ronaldo, and you've got your very own French beauty, of course, Lady Sylvie. We're looking forward to your return to the island of love, and we wish you a calm time in downtown south of France, and hopefully the weather is treating you kindly as well. And for those of you who are curious to know what the temperature is, we are in the first week of October, and they're predicting a high today of around about 28, 29 degrees, so that's just about perfect. And the temperatures tonight around about 18 to 20, so you can turn the aircon down that little bit. But like I say, if you keep on going on this road, in around about 30 minutes or so, sticking to the speed limits, you would come out in Polis and Latchi. But we're not going that way, we're going this way. And now we've just found there is a road diversion because the road is collapsing over there. So they're digging it up So we are actually going to go through, see, it says on the sign there, welcome to Tremathusa. So you're going to go on the circumnavigated route through Tremathusa and head up to Tala. So if your name is Sir Stephen, you may be watching, he's got a little soft spot for Tala. Got a family home up there, and hopefully they'll be coming back soon. Now there's a man using his Land Cruiser. You see, he's mounting the curbs. The man in the van has thought a little bit better of it. But the Land Cruiser, no problem. Could be the greatest car in the world, couldn't it? I'm talking about great cars. Good car in front of us, Honda CR-V, and it's a hybrid one. So very, very reliable, very, very practical, but quite expensive. There's the parking sensors. They didn't like that, did they? So this is going to be busy, and it's all tight round here, so you never know. Let me concentrate that little bit, because normally there's no traffic. See that gentleman on his mobile phone? There you go. What can you say? Not a lot. I suppose I'm making a YouTube video, aren't I? Smoking a cigar, talking to you guys. But I enjoy making YouTube videos and talking to you guys, and of course, smoking cigars. On that note, big shout out to Baron Von Cigar in downtown Wiltshire. Might be a present coming in the post to you very, very soon. Not a letter bomb, but it'll be a box of something. So keep your eyes peeled. So here we are. If we go down to the left, by the way, you go through the Tremathusa Industrial Estate. Well, we don't want to go there. Remember, we want to go up here because we're going back to the main road and then heading up to Tala. See, you get to go on routes you've never been on. So like I say, if you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take it on my little adventures. And if there's somewhere you'd like me to go, you drop it in the comments, and you never know, I might come in round and knocking on your door and having a cup of tea with you in downtown Paya. On that note, big shout out to Charlie. Took his car back the other day. Beautiful cup of tea his wife made, by the way. Oh, it was great tea. And it wasn't posh, it wasn't Earl Grey, but it was just a nice cup of tea. I think it was Yorkshire tea, and some nice little crackers with them, little bits of cheese on. See, I've got some lovely customers. Look after me well. They do indeed. So, back onto the main road from top of Masoi and Tremathusa and head in the direction of Tala. What's going on here? Clouds in the sky. See, the weather's changing. We are going into that wintry season. No rains yet, by the way. Well, apparently in the mountains, but not down here. Not yet. But there could be a shower or two coming in a week or so. But don't worry. You know, if you're coming to Paphos in October, November, December even, the weather's fabulous. And it is. I'm not just saying it. Bring a little light jacket with you. Bring some money, obviously, because all the bars and restaurants are open. There's not many that close. Most of them might close down. Well, not most. Some of them start doing a bit of painting and decorating, refurbing in January, those kind of things. But normally, there was a gentleman asking about what's it like in November. Big shout out to Mr. Paul. Yeah, well, you're going to have a great, great holiday. So book it. Get on that big bird. Bring some spondoolies, and I'm pretty sure you're going to get a fantastic holiday. And hopefully, you'll come and join us in the King's Restaurant, and we can chew the fat and find out that little bit more about you. Find out if you really, really do like Paphos. So, not far from Tala now, so stick with us, don't click off just yet. And it's a nice area, Tala, by the way. Not a lot going on, don't get me wrong, it's like a retiree area, but of course it's only like 10-15 minutes from pretty much anywhere in Paphos, whether you go to a school, shopping, supermarket, those kind of things. I mean, there is a kiosk, which is quite a good kiosk, in Lower Tala, and it's a hair salon, and one or two restaurants, and of course then you've got Tala Square, which is restaurants galore. So that's why a lot of people live in Tala. And of course it's that little bit cooler in those very, very hot months of July and August, and even September, because it can be quite warm and quite humid. We always complain about the heat, don't we? But it's actually the humidity that annoys us the most. That's the one that makes us perspire as we're wandering around. So here we are, we're in Tala, that's where we are. So slowly but surely we are going to work our way in the direction of the monastery, and we're going to head out towards That's a mate of mine in that van there. There we go. He's delivering something to somebody, because he often delivers things to us, you see, at the house and in the workshop. That's how we know him. He's a good chappie. He's a Romanian, speaks very, very good English. And he always phones you up and says, I've got a present for you. And make sure you're home, or liaises with you. These are the beautiful things about Cyprus, by the way. It's quite relaxed. And, you know, if you get involved with policemen, they sit down with you, have a coffee, those kind of things, before they shoot you. Well, they don't shoot many people, but they arrest them now and again, isn't it? But luckily for me, I know one or two of them, and I drive around quite carefully, don't I? So there we are. So you're going to get a great view in a minute, by the way. You are, I promise you. So don't click off just yet, as I keep telling you. So we're right up in the hills of Tala, heading in the direction of the monastery. Now, I can't say the name of it, but it literally is over there. It's a brand new church, by the way, on the right-hand side. But at the end of this dead-end road is the monastery. And we're not going to go that far. We are going to take a left, and we're going to go past the Tala Cats Sanctuary and drop down into Tala, and then go into Kamaris, where all the posh people live. Although they say they're not posh, but everyone thinks they are when they live in Kamaris. So like I said, the monastery is straight ahead. We're going to take a left and head back down towards Tala, and then go around the little roundabout, which is a strange shaped roundabout. You'll understand in a minute, if you don't click off, that is. And then we're going to go into Kamaris. But the views, well, what can you say? Quite simply, views to take your breath away. Look at that. Oh yeah, very, very nice. That sky is blue. That sea is blue. Mr. Paul, guess what? He's dressed head to toe in blue. All that's missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe. Start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, we're waiting especially for you. What a fabulous day. That's what I say. What an absolutely amazing day. Tootling around. My work's almost over. Where are we now? Coming up to midday. Don't like to work much more than 12 o'clock, as Baron Von Cigar knows. He came out with me one day and he said, oh my God, we're working till 1 o'clock-ish. So we had to go and chill out and have a coffee at Costa Coffee. Big shout out to all of you guys who keep on coming back to the show. And we do thank you very, very much for your watch time, your likes, and of course for your contributions to the channel. This is that strange shaped roundabout. It's like a rectangle with curved edges, isn't it? You see? There we are. And there's the parking sensors again, oversensitive. And this is the road into Kamaris Village. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness. And of course, you could consider to go and join us as a superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, or perhaps just gift us a virtual coffee or two. If your name is Lord Andy and there's a girl in your life called Lady Ness, we thank you very, very much indeed for those 5 coffees. And of course, if your name is Lady Cheryl and you're married to the king of all the peacocks, Lord of the Mark, I thank you very, very much for your virtual coffee as well. I look forward to your company again very, very soon. Bye for now. There it is, Leptos, Kamaris Village. We've arrived at our destination. And the roads are not much better here either, by the way. Now all I've got to do is remember where he lives. Somewhere down here. Thanks for watching.